What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. We're doing another live reaction video, man. I'm excited about this one because I already seen what WWE 2K released this afternoon. We got 37 more names. We got Samoa Joe alongside Corey Graves and Renee Young. And they also gave us the glorious entrance of Bobby Roode. I will not be doing a reaction to that here today. I did see it. I thought it was fantastic. The only thing I didn't like, and I want to mention this here. The only thing I didn't like about the entrance to Bobby Roode is I felt the crowd was behind the singing. The crowd and the entrance theme of Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's glorious entrance theme. I felt the crowd wasn't really in sync with what we heard in the entrance video. So hopefully that is squared away. Hopefully that's fixed. It's just a little minor detail that I noticed. It sounds like some of the crowd is on key with the theme song, and then sometimes it's not. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, or if I'm just being overly picky, but I noticed it when I was listening back. So I will not be reviewing or reacting to those here in this video because I don't want to be flagged with a third-party strike. Because I did last time I did this. They nailed me for Goldust theme song. So we don't want to do any of that, man. But I haven't watched any of this. I watched all three entrances. I thought they looked great. Ember Moon's looked great. The Miz's entrance looked great. Bobby Roode's entrance speaks for himself outside that minor little detail that I hope that they fix upon the game's launch. But I have not watched this video yet. I don't know who else is in week number 2 outside of Ember Moon, The Miz, and Bobby Roode, and I'm assuming Samoa Joe, being that he's here on the panel. So, let's see what's going on, man. We're going to do live reactions right here for Week 2 of WWE 2K18 and the roster reveal.
WWE and IGN present the WWE 2K18 roster reveal. Now, here are your hosts, Corey Graves and Renee Young.
Hey guys, welcome to the second edition of the WWE 2K18 roster reveal. I'm Renee Young, this handsome dapper man, Corey Graves.
That's so nice. This is why we're friends.
It's our friendship.
Not
It's
too many
based on
people
me
compliment me the way
complimenting
that you do. I value it.
So what we're doing here is obviously running down the roster. We've already done one installment of it. Today we're just going to keep rolling with that and this is the largest roster we've ever had here in WWE 2K.
We're trying to keep your appetite satiated as we march toward October 17th, the official drop date for WWE 2K18. I know I can't wait, so we're going to give you a little teaser, something to keep you happy.
We're going to give you a teaser for that, but also, yeah, you can pre-order the deluxe edition or the Seen Enough edition. You can actually play 4 days earlier if you really need to satiate that appetite.
I think that's a great idea because
so
4 days earlier is way better than 4 days later.
Obviously, I mean, you get the leg up on all your friends. So last week, we got to reveal something. We had the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, a WWE legend, Hall of Famer, Dusty Rhodes, the debut of Nikki Cross here from NXT. Of course, we've got like the big men division. We got to see Luke Harper, The Undertaker.
Braun Strowman.
Damn right. All right, we're going to keep rolling on here. You want to bring on our next guest?
Why wait?
Let's do it. Let's bring him on out. Ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe. Hi, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I'm doing well.
Oh my God, Samoa Joe is shaking hands, bro.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, and I'm looking forward to being a part of this game once again this year. But more important than that, I'm looking forward to seeing the many, many people on the roster who I'll be choking out.
How did you feel when we got to see the reveal of the cover superstar here?
So it's interesting, and I kind of understand the concept behind it. Obviously, you wanted to put Seth on the cover. He's far less intimidating than me. He might, kind of prevent more timid gamers from getting the game if I, let's say, was on the cover. And, hey, listen,
Man,
you gotta go for kind of broad appeal.
Samoa Joe is fucking fantastic,
Very
dude.
harmless, and very dangerous.
Scary. Yes.
You see why they maybe kind of passed me over for the cover this year.
I had some questions, but I think you just answered them. It's all in the name of marketing.
There you go.
Absolutely.
It's got to be.
I know. I mean, when you see that on the cover, you go, hey, listen, this might be a fun, happy experience. You see me on the cover, and you realize that destruction is imminent.
How was it the first time you got to see yourself in the video game?
It was fantastic. I mean, obviously,
Hopefully he looks
2K
better
does
this
a
year.
Tremendous job in trying to capture the superstars as accurately as possible, right down to the skin tone.
That's pretty, let me go back some. Let me go back some here. That was a very nice shot of Naomi here. Yes, that's beautiful, man. They got her outfit right this year. I can't wait to see her entrance. I'm very curious to see how they do Naomi's entrance, man. That's gonna be a pretty difficult entrance to nail down. They got Bobby Roode down. They did a very good job on Bobby Roode, but Naomi, I think, is gonna be the toughest of all the entrances, man. She looks fantastic. That still shot looks fantastic.
Possible.
Bobby
Right
Roode looks
down to the
fantastic.
skin tone, too.
Let's see.
Almost the
Yep. I mean, that looks great, man. That really does look very good. Like I said, the only thing about the entrance was the crowd singing along, which I'm surprised that they got. The crowd singing along. It seemed like, remember in the years past where Finn Balor's entrance and he does the whole hands in the air thing with the lights and everything? The crowd wasn't in sync with him doing it, or he wasn't in sync. No, it was him not being in sync with the theme. Because there's a certain part of the theme song that he just puts his hands in the air. It wasn't in sync. Same thing happening with Bobby Roode, man. I feel the crowd is not in sync with the lyrics and the singing of the song. So let's see what happens. But he looks fantastic. Naomi looks fantastic so far as well.
the pores on your face. And I know this year there's kind of a new game engine, and I know that it's going to look even better than last year.
When you first got to play yourself, who did you have your first match against?
So the first time I played myself, I think my first match was actually against AJ Styles.
Ah.
Because it's familiar territory. I mean, it's just,
Sure.
It's familiar territory, but in the back of his mind, he's drooling over the aspect that he wants AJ Styles in the ring at WrestleMania. I want it. I'm sure you guys do. That's why he played himself and AJ, because he wants it just as bad.
You pick your poisons, and that's one I know very well. So I knew it was a good little testing round to see how my character worked out.
Are there any legends in the game that you look forward to stepping into the ring with?
I mean, there's many legends. I mean, all the way from Andre the Giant to notorious tough guys throughout the history of WWE. So any one of those fantastic superstars, I'd be more than happy to beat up.
We know that this year is no different than years past. 2K18, no shortage of legends with which to step in the ring with Samoa Joe. Let's take a look right now at some of the new legend additions.
Goldberg, or I'd like to call him the man that got out of WWE.
Oh, he's in the
by
game
hand.
for free this year.
Earthquake.
Nothing new. Nothing
Jim
new.
the Anvil Neidhart. Larry Zbyszko.
Next!
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
He's free.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Was he in the game already? Was he in a DLC package? I'm not really sure.
The Rated R superstar, Edge.
Yeah.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
WWE
He's
Hall
free.
of Famer, The Godfather.
Pimpin' ain't easy. He's
Latino
free.
Heat, Eddie Guerrero. Of course, Daniel Bryan.
Of course.
Well, Joe Daniel Bryan,
Now
somebody
a
that
legend.
obviously you know very well.
Absolutely. I mean, I have an extensive past with Daniel Bryan, and we've met several times in the ring, and I've always been a big proponent that iron sharpens iron, and Daniel Bryan and myself have definitely benefited from facing each other several times over our careers, and he's definitely one of the most fierce competitors that I've ever been in the ring with.
You talk about iron sharpening iron, and just looking at the women's revolution that we've had here in WWE, some of the most intense competitors we've ever had in WWE. So why don't we break down a little more of the reveal of some of the women here in WWE 2K18.
Yeah, they're tough.
The most must-see, Maurice.
New.
Feel the glow with Naomi. The Boss, Sasha Banks. Everybody's
Cringely.
favorite hugger,
Oh my
Bayley.
God. Shut up. No.
Ivory.
Ivory.
The Queen of Hearts, Natalya.
Next.
Mickey
Mickey James.
And Ireland's own Becky Lynch.
Oh,
Tamina.
get off my TV, Tamina.
And
Yes.
from NXT making
Nice.
her debut, Ember Moon.
That's a beautiful addition, man. She's gonna be in my women's division, I'll tell you that. Hey, what happened here, bro?
Part of the reveal last week, and now looking at the rest of
Motherfucker. It's buffering. Look at this, man. What's going on?
What's been added now to the
Fucking
women's division,
lag.
it's cool to think of the dream matchups you can put together.
Yes, I'm experiencing interruptions.
Ember Moon from NXT against
Fucking
WWE.
asshole. Oh, look at that. Let's pause it. Let's see if it catches up. I might have to. I don't know what's going on here. I'm only at 720. I'm not going down to 420. Go fuck yourself. Ember Moon looks great. They got her entrance down nice. The facial capture is very nice on Ember Moon. Normally with those superstars that really aren't up in front, up in center, they kind of are lazy with them. This year, it's very good. Ember Moon looks very good, and it should, because she is one of the pieces, one of the biggest pieces in NXT's women's division, and she's going to be a big deal on the main roster. I firmly believe that. So I'm glad that they got her right. The entrance looks very, very well done.
Andro Blaze, the possibilities are truly endless.
It's another great shot,
guys,
there.
in my personal opinion, the list begins and ends at the letter A. Maurice is in the game.
Oh, you love Maurice.
Yeah, I do. Did you ever put Q-tips in both of your ears and
That's a
spin them
nice
at the
shot.
same time?
No.
That's a nice
That's how
shot
I
there.
feel when I look at Maurice.
That's such a weird thing. She is beautiful. I'll give you that. I mean, there's no arguing that.
I just reported on Off the Script. It might be, Meltzer's reporting that it might be Joe versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship coming up, man. So I don't know what's going on with that. I talk about this on Friday, Miz and Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship. I feel like a babyface holding the Intercontinental Championship is sorely needed. I really, a good babyface, a fighting champion babyface. We'll see what happens. But I'm hearing Joe and Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. And if that's the case, Joe's going to fucking break him like a fucking egg. Snap him like a twig. Whatever the fucking, whatever they say,
And luckily for you, I mean, the graphics seem to be amazing, right? I mean, what makes this so much better this year?
It's funny. I think it's one of those things that 2K always pays a lot of attention to, and it's the details. It's how we look, it's how we move, and how we kind of go in the ring. I know this year we have a brand new retooled game engine with brand new lighting effects, and it's definitely going to make 2K18 look better than any previous WWE 2K game.
All right, you guys want to move on to our next division here?
Shall we?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. We're looking at the new reveal of the tag team division here, 2K18.
The modern day warrior, Kerry Von Erich. The master of the claw, Kevin Von Erich. Jay Uso.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso.
Day one-ish, bro.
Mojo Rawley. Woo woo woo, Zack Ryder. Well, the WWE 2K18 roster continues to expand with members of great tag teams. And guys, I got a little inside tip.
Okay.
My online gamer community let me know
What'd they let you know?
that in order to play as Kevin Von Erich, you have to take your shoes off. The controller just locks up.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe backed me up on this.
Yeah.
Just shuts right down on you, huh?
Yeah, it's still awesome to be able to play as one of the greatest of all time. So, Joe, speaking of tag teams, I know the tag team gameplay was enhanced this year with 2K18. What do you know about that?
Well, I know one thing.
Certainly
When it
hope
comes to tag
so.
teams, obviously, it's all about teamwork. And this year's double team moves, I mean, we've put in a bunch more. And I heard that they're just as devastating, if not twice as devastating, as most of the regular moves.
All right, we're going to take a look at some of the superstars that are currently killing it here in WWE.
One of my greatest rivals, Shinsuke Nakamura.
For free.
The phenomenal AJ
Yeah.
Styles.
Look at his hair, bro.
The glorious Bobby Roode. The Miz.
Oh
So-called
my
big
God.
dog,
Next.
Roman Reigns.
What did you think of that last list that we just saw? Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles. I mean, these are some guys that you know pretty well.
If I could take this one, Joe, I know I personally am looking forward to recreating Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura. You guys had that epic rivalry in NXT over the NXT Championship.
And I could see why you'd want to. I mean, obviously, Shinsuke, for however I feel about him, is a
Beautiful.
phenomenal
Look at that.
athlete and an incredible guy.
Much better facial scanning on Nakamura than they did this past year, man. That's good. I like that. They got the new updated outfit. Hopefully they fixed his mannerisms a little bit and made it a little bit more authentic. I mean, I felt like it felt almost last minute in the last game, but this still shot looks better than anything that we've seen previously. I know people were excited when they seen screenshots last year. This one screenshot excites me for what Nakamura is going to be in the game. So I really like that a lot. I think that's a great screenshot.
But as we all know, in the end,
look at that. That's beautiful,
I
dude.
still whipped his ass.
So what are some of the other match types?
And he's staring right into the camera.
Well, I just know from doing the voiceovers, there's going to be all sorts of crazy variations on typical matches. You can do your standard one-on-one. You can do tag team. You can go Hell in a Cell. You can go elimination, tornado matches. There's match types I don't think I've ever even heard of. Maybe they've never taken place, but they can take place in WWE 2K18. Joe, you got anything you're looking forward to?
I mean, when you talk about match types and expandability, I mean, I think it's something that we do very, very strongly in 2K. And so I'm very much looking forward to kind of tuning up myself for a fatal 4 or 5-way.
Ooh, okay. All right, I think we're all looking forward to that, for sure. All right, so what else we have here for the reveal here for the...
This was clearly done before SummerSlam, so he probably made that little jab because he was getting ready for the SummerSlam Fatal 4-Way.
The roster is some of the all-time greats in WWE. What would 2K18 be without some of these guys? The most electrifying man in entertainment.
Typical.
The Rock.
Typical.
The Viper. Randy
Blandy Borton!
The King of Kings, Triple H.
Time to play the game!
In this year's special pre-order character,
Kurt
Olympic
Angle.
gold medalist and Raw General Manager, Kurt Angle. The
Of
Beast
course.
incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
We've seen still shots of him already.
And the champ, John Cena.
Pretty much we expected all those guys.
As if the roster for 2K18 had to get any bigger, a couple more great additions, a couple additions you know a whole lot about personally. Let's start with Brock Lesnar, a man you've been in the ring with at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, at SummerSlam in Brooklyn. What's it like being in the ring with the Beast incarnate?
Well, obviously, Brock Lesnar is an incredible athlete unto himself. And it is quite a tall order anytime you're asked to go in there against him. But I've always managed to find a way to get under his skin and maybe lay a little bit more of a beat down on him than he really likes.
Well, let's talk about the general manager of Monday Night Raw and this year's pre-order character, Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that's a nice start. That's a young Kurt Angle right there, man. Look at that. That's debut Kurt Angle. Look at that first screenshot yet of Kurt Angle in the game.
I think Kurt Angle's career speaks for itself.
And look at that modern day Kurt Angle in the game, man. That's fantastic. That's fucking awesome. Just to see that in the game, man, that's good shit.
Obviously, for the better part of a decade, when he was away from here, he was battling me all around the world.
Kurt Angle, we know how amazing he is, and now another
and
person who just
TNA.
add one extra thing onto his list of accomplishments. The musical curator for 2K18 is The Rock. He can add that onto his list, and we've got music in this from Kid Rock, Kanye West,
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
That's my guy.
You love Bruno.
I love
He really
Bruno
does
Mars.
love
You get
Bruno
down to
Mars.
Bruno?
Bruno's all right.
Rock did a great job.
Earlier, you guys actually heard me talk about the Seen Enough edition, but I didn't really get
Means
to
he's
tell you
not a
guys
fan.
exactly what that entails. So why don't we take a look at what you get when you pre-order? Okay, here's what you're gonna get: an exclusive Mattel John Cena action figure.
Yeah, I'm not getting all
limited
this shit, man. I'm
edition
just gonna get
fanatics
the
commemorative
standard
plaque
deluxe
featuring
edition
an
that's in the
autographed
middle.
John
That's
Cena
it.
card and a piece of the ring mat from his historic 16th WWE Championship win. Of course, that took place at the Royal Rumble of 2017. You also get playable superstars RVD and Batista, as well as 2 playable
Which
versions of
they'll
John
be
Cena.
available
Plus,
in the
you can
season
actually
pass
play 4 days
anyway.
earlier.
They're not gonna leave
and
those
you
guys
get
out of the
bonus
game.
content for WWE Supercards. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been. I know. It's been a pleasure for both of you, tremendously.
All right, this has been brought to you by WWE 2K and IGN. We'll be back next week when we reveal more of the roster here on 2K18, and we're also going to have another special guest with us.
I have someone very, very special in mind, Renee. I think you in particular are going to enjoy.
I hope so.
It's going to be a downgrade.
It's gonna be a downgrade. It's probably gonna be Dean Ambrose. He gave that, especially someone that you're gonna enjoy. It's probably gonna be Dean Ambrose. But that's pretty much that, man. That was the roster reveal part number 2. A lot of standard names. We've seen a few new ones. I'm not going to go over the entrances because I don't need to be flagged with a third-party content claim. Because last week I got nailed with Gold Dust's theme song, which is fucking ridiculous. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. You know, very standard run-of-the-mill. Like I said, a few ones that we seen that were pretty much going to be in the game. A few new ones. We've seen some nice still shots of Naomi, Ember Moon. We've seen some of Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle. So it's shaping up to be exciting, man. Bobby Roode, shaping up to be exciting. We got, I don't know how many more weeks. What do we got? Like two, three more weeks with this? So I'll be here covering it all for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, and I will be back next week with more great 2K coverage as we lead up to the official release date of 2K, where I am going to pretty much take over Universe Mode, give you guys a real fucking WWE Universe Mode, and I'm going to do my career with a revamped and a glorious 9 to 5. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you next week for more roster reveal right here with WWE 2K18. I'll talk to you later.